It is on Benedict.
What? Oh, that one on Ernest is called Lovebird?
Yeah.
I wanted to check this in 2 hours.
Yeah.
I wanted to check this.
Or like 2.5.
Mine only says I have 2 hours left. I'm sure it rounds down until you get into the minutes.
Capture and
when you
hold
go on the
energy
loot booster page,
to earn points while defending the
you can
collectors
actually
from
see how
enemy
many,
forces.
the exact time in seconds. It'll do hours, minutes, seconds for the loot
It's
boost
the
remaining.
beginning of the end in 3, 2, 1. Begin.
It's dangerous to
The
go
first
alone.
team
Take
to reach
this.
1,000 points achieves victory.
Mr. Butterscotch would like to join after this match.
Okay.
It's nice to hear people like talking in the matchmaking.
I think Phoebe's at A.
Collector A secured. Collector B secured. Collector C
Is she
secured.
No,
actually?
wait.
Someone's at B. They bought us a healing station.
Yeah. There she is.
Oh, did you pull her in? Oh, she
No, she
probably
teleported.
teleported, yeah.
Worth waiting for.
Is Pixel joining the Discord chat?
I don't think so. I haven't heard him. Nope, just the three of us. Just the three of us. We can make it if we try.
Okay, let me see this.
You and I. Oh wow, nice! Sweet!
Just
What?
barely.
What?
He jumped from the post that I like to stand on the side there over to the A ledge. He jumped from over here.
Oh, with the
Boost, yeah, he jumped from here over there
That's really good.
with the egg. Yeah, that is amazing.
Hey, Pixel.
You got the egg out.
Oh man.
I think you have to move the egg, yeah.
Here,
Not quite.
let me see how far you can get when I Riptide boost you.
Oh, the speed boost. Oh my gosh. Aim
Riptide
down
and,
between
accelerator.
aim down between these two. I want to see how far you can get. Oh, after we kill Phoebe.
I call her Feebles.
Well, she's feeble now. I just used Mark of the Feeble on her with my shield.
Alright, so, you ready? Let me, give me a second to Riptide you, so.
Is that your quick melee? Wait, do that again. He literally does a belly bump from this view. I
Alright,
never noticed
you
that.
ready? You ready?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, that's pretty good. It's not that much better though. It's not like twice as good.
I didn't
That's
get
fine.
high.
If you can hear us, that's fine. That's the more important thing, because
Yeah.
we're chatting like crazy, so.
Yeah, it's more important, like, if somebody needs something, we like to be able to relay that information.
I can type quickly, but I realize that most people don't read as quickly as I do. Like, I can type and read quickly. I would have no problem with it, but most of the people I end up dealing with are, you know, like, why can't you speak more? No.
Steal yourselves off those slugs.
Like, literally, that's the exact sound effect I use. It's kind of annoying.
Oh, I was gonna offensively ult on her. Didn't work. But offensively ult on your egg.
That's just rude. I mean, it's so offensive of you.
I'm just gonna jump off.
Oh, the ledge. In 5 seconds, I'm gonna watch your white silhouette jump off. Whee! No boom from your death. Oh, let's see what colors, if you guys are all the same colors today. I'm still red.
Blah 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 blah
You're
blah.
still blue.
It might be because I'm also like the second person to join the chat for you, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, yesterday I wasn't the first person in chat, though. I mean, my keyboard, I don't know, how it integrates. Oh, so we just get a core and a commander with 3 people. Okay.
We still got a commander though, or is it a commander or was
No,
it
it was a regular loot pack. Faction. That's what I meant.
Hey,
Oh,
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Nice.
I mean, it's better than nothing, but
Ooh. PS4. Dunk Squad versus a PS4 team. Nobody told me about this. I mean, I haven't been on PS4 in the last day, so that might have been organized in the last 24 hours, but I really want to see this. Oh my gosh. I need to open up a new Twitch tab.
When is
Gurge.
that?
It's, well, right now I'm the only one streaming on PS4, or on Battleborn, but supposedly, there's 4 out of 5 team members on Dunk Squad or on PS4, and I know that they were in the tournament. There's at least 3 of them. Oh, I bet they got Red X in there too, and they're fighting against PS4 players. Blaine and Ash, I believe. Nemo, I don't know. No, Blaine and Nemo, I guess, were streaming. I don't know if they're playing. Oh my gosh, I want to see this.
So, excuse my bad English, because English is not my mother language.
that's totally fine. We've actually brought half the people
Oh,
we deal
Boulder?
with are English as a second language.
Next round we can do Boulder. You gotta let us know beforehand. Wait, who asked that? Was it Butterscotch? Let me type that in the chat.
But it was Butter. Yeah, it was Butter. So, are you looking for the all eligible lore?
Well, I guess we could technically still select. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Golder.
Golder.
The Golder Boulder.
I'm sure I need levels on Boulder.
That looks totally legit.
Golder.
Gold Nugget.
That is terrifying.
Yeah. Especially his eyes.
Capture and
Did you
hold
look at his
energy
eye?
collectors to earn points while defending the
He
collectors from enemy forces.
goes from like, so someone messed up like his static position compared to the animation when he goes in there. So he's looking at the enemy when he dashes in, and then when he stands there, like his eye goes back to like neutral, so he looks like kind of semi at the camera, just kind of zoning out in the distance, and it's terrifying because he's looking at the enemy, and then his eye just slowly moves away.
What are you talking about?
Boulder on the loading screen.
Oh, no.
Collector A secured. Collector B secured. Collector C secured.
So we're also getting the rapid dominance lore for you guys, or challenge for you guys.
Yeah, I think mine is actually done because I have not gotten
I-
a thing on that in ages.
Mine's been done for a long time. But I mean, this because we've done, you and I, we've done
100
other
matches.
Well, no, like we've done that for a while. We did it before. Like bots battle capture.
I was just gonna do that, Butterscotch. Oh, he's not in chat, never mind. Like, I was gonna stun. I was like, he even got the stun in place either. Didn't even knock him back. I want to do some dash work though. See how my Boulder dash. Oh yeah, that's good. Boulder can dash to the middle from the side.
Hey, that's bullshit. I don't know. I have surface tension, so I should have the AOE when I geyser. It was. I had 2 of them next to it. It wasn't AOE.
Wait. Hang on. You're talking about the level 2 helix?
Yeah.
It's which wait? Is that the right or left?
It's right. Whenever
Right.
you geyser,
You have to have someone bubbled, and then
I know,
the
I know.
person next to
I
them
had
takes
2 of
an
them.
amount of damage.
Well, no, I know. I realize that. I know exactly how that works. I know it better than you do, probably. It's not working the way it's supposed to. Like, I got it on two Varelzy.
Oh, for
I was
LC.
hitting...
They don't get
I was
bubbled.
getting it... No,
Neither-
except the buff, like I said, I know how it works better than you do. It will actually last like a second, where you actually hit them while they're in the air. It actually puts a debuff on them. Like, it still technically does something against NPCs. Like this is like it lasts like barely long enough for it to do anything, but it still technically does it because it's the dumbest thing. But like, I was hitting one Varelzy and it wasn't hitting any others, like even AOE. Like, and they were right next to each other. They were in the air, and it was bullshit. But I have to wonder if they broke that somehow.
Did it used to work that way?
Like, the problem is, like, it does actually happen, but it lasts like 1 second when they're in the air. It is like you can check it in PvE, and it will actually technically do something, but it's like it's one of those, like, the effect is so short it's not even worth bringing up. Like, only it technically happens.
Well, yeah, that's why I never really cared about.
I remember doing
Like,
this because I brought it up to one of the developers about why a lot of these level 2 helixes are so terrible. Like, because they're both pretty much only PvP. It's like, oh no, the right one actually does do something in PvE. It puts a debuff on the target that does this, and like, and like, it lasts like a second. It's like, yeah, but it still does something. I'm like, technically doing something is not doing something.
Neat.
How much experience are you guys getting per run?
Good question. I'll check this round. I always forget whenever
No
we get to the
idea.
victory screen. I wish I saw how much I was getting when we had 5 stack.
You can go check now.
100 something XP. It was like it was 100 and something. Alright, I'll go back
I-
in match history.
I did.
Nice, I can buy Kit Ultra.
My thing was saying I got 640.
Almost 800 XP with 5 people. That was our last Montana match last night. Almost 800 XP.
Yeah, I got 800 and... Yeah.
Okay, I might make a screenshot of this.
What?
The skins.
Did you get
Ernest,
Magnus?
The green one, Lovebird, and then Benedict has a pink one that's Lovebird.
Yeah. I mean, lovebirds can be multiple colors.
But I think it's like, why is love green for Ernest?
Because they named his pink one something else. What is his pink one called?
Flamingo.
Do you have it? Flamingo? Yeah, there you go. That's why. They ran out of bird names. They're like, oh, lovebirds are green too.
Lovebirds are a bird. Lovebirds are a type of bird.
That's what I mean. Like they were like, we don't have enough bird names. What can we reuse? Well, lovebirds come in more than just pink. We'll use that one again. Benevolence.
Sounds like a great idea. Take it.
So where are you?
Oh, this skin actually matches her skin tone very well.
Skinergy.
Yeah, I'm not seeing on. Oh, there's Lovebird. Yeah, Lovebird is it's the Oscar Mike skin. It's the 40-point Oscar Mike skin.
Why I see nobody play Kit Ultra?
I play him.
I play
He's
him.
not right now.
He's very popular in the meta on PC on 10 mans.
Because he's a good healer.
Because Miko's usually banned. And he's the next most reliable healer with also has rescue heals. he fills both roles, which Miko only has consistent healing. He doesn't have rescues.
Capture and hold
Why,
energy
why is
collectors to
Miko
earn points
banned?
while defending the collectors from
Because
enemy
he
forces.
has that well consistent healing. His healing
Draft-
is so consistent that
It's because it's not banned honor banned. It's banned as in Miko tends to
they
get
do
banned
pick
because
and
they do
bans.
drafting.
They have 4
They-
bans.
They do drafting.
Yeah, they draft.
It's not banned like legendaries are banned. It's banned as in.
I mean, it is because the legendaries are banned, and that is just like,
Yeah, I get you, but
like technically,
it's not banned in the sense that like
only if you're
will
playing
never-
in 10 mans will you care, because that's the only time that there's a possibility that he'll be banned. And it's usually banned
Yeah.
because people don't want to have to
Collector
deal
B
with him.
Secured. Collector
Nobody
A
wants to play him
secured.
because he's boring to play.
Collector C secured.
And they don't want to fight against him because they're tired of drafting they know that if that team gets the Miko early in the draft, that they can either take the wounds away by drafting
with
the
Beatrix.
wounds. Well, no, that's just it. They're not going to pick Beatrix because she's so weak. Even if she can permanently wound someone, she can't put out the damage to sustain that. And then the team that picked Miko will just pick like Galilea with the wound and Whiskey with the wound to make sure that the team against them doesn't have the wound. It's literally a matter of like it's a war of attrition. Most people just prefer to just ban Miko so that the draft can have other like things. Because if Miko makes it through, then it becomes a stale draft. They do that with a lot of characters though. They're like, oh well, if Galt makes it through, all right, hook him and book him. You know, that means that the other team needs to have Shane as like a counter, or they'll take Shane too, so they have two possible pulls.
And to me, the problem with that is that it just shows what happens when you nerf the healing for everyone but one character.
Yeah, Miko needs a nerf.
Miko
I've
is
said
the
that
only
for
character
a
that has
long
never
time.
had its. Miko's the only character that's never had its healing nerf. They've nerfed everyone else's healing.
I think they did actually at the launch because its healing was that outrageous.
Played back the beta, and he was OP then. And when I played first the PC version, he was not the same, but he is still.
Well, back in the early days, Miko was OP because the healing, but because there was no wounds, there was no counter to healing. Like there were barely any. Like Galileo was the only character.
I'm
with wounds,
pretty sure
actually.
his healing per second was like a lot more than it is now. I'm pretty sure at
I don't
launch he
believe
was
so.
nerfed heavily. Maybe it was the
don't think
beta
so.
the launch, but I'm pretty sure he did
Well,
so much with his healing. Well, that was before we had numbers, right?
Yeah.
And
And that was the issue. And that was kind of the problems that they didn't give out numbers for a while. That was I do know one of the big things was that like healers were really powerful at Rare Boss because they were the only wound belonged to Galilea. That was one of the reasons why Galilea was so powerful. Was like she's the only character. She was the only character with a wound, and Galilea's wound was can't be healed. Was 100% healing reduction. Which is why one of the first big patches they did was they added wounds to a lot of characters. Problem being they added them to like
that was in the
weird
summer
things that, like
summer update, wasn't it? The first summer
that
update.
was that was the first big update actually.
Really?
Was when-
Okay.
Was when they added them over. Yeah, it was like well because the game released in May and they like it was like June or July.
Yeah.
Something like that. It was that same set of big patches where they nerfed the fucking Volani.
Well, I mean, she was actually technically in the first patch.
I know. Well, no, Alani was in the release patch.
Was she? I mean,
Yeah,
they
Alani was in the
had a
release patch.
didn't they have a downloadable patch like a week after?
It was like the day of actually. It was a release day patch.
Hello,
Remember
welcome
that,
to
'cause
chat, Derek.
There were a lot. Or Natsu is.
Forever and
I
always.
tried to
Oogie, what? You try something.
Man,
make a grenade
it's
jump.
Grenade jump!
it's so sad that the game is nearly dead.
I think it's
On PC only.
It's-
I like to repeat
it's-
that
yeah,
forever.
like it's
I
a
still
lot healthier
solo
on
queue
Xbox
on
and
PS4 every day.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we hadn't been doing the loot boosting last night, I would have been streaming it on PS4 again, solo queuing.
That's kind of things. It's like that's the weird thing. Like everyone assumes that it's the same across all platforms.
Clearly,
How many players
the
are
Steam
on the
charts
other
must
two?
represent all 3 platforms.
Yeah. Well, and well,
PC, Master Race, and all that.
yeah.
So now, how many players are?
Oh,
on
There's no numbers.
The consoles
However-
don't release those numbers, and that's
However-
probably one of the reasons why the
Yeah.
population hasn't plummeted.
However, I can solo queue at any time of day and get a match fairly quickly. And I
Yeah,
don't
so, like-
see the same people all the time unless I'm playing at the exact same times that I know that they're on.
Yeah. So the population on consoles is still above.
And there's
is
there's
still above the
CRs
public
literally
matchmaking
across the
threshold.
board. I see people from CR2 to CR50 to CR100 to CR 150.
So yeah, it's so. And I think the Steam charts was a big thing with like when the population naturally fell after Overwatch. Everyone was like, "Oh, Battleborn's dead."
And they posted it people posted it multiple times a day. Like they used
Yeah.
that as evidence. It's dead. It's dead. Look at this chart. It's
Battleborn
dead.
is dead.
It's
yeah,
dead.
And it's like,
And they
Well,
just
look
and these were
And-
the people who weren't we don't even know that these people even played the game. They were just there to literally
To
just
say-
post that in every forum post all day every day.
well, the forum post, like people, they put it in reviews.
The Reddit, yeah, the reviews,
Yeah,
think,
everything. YouTube comments.
When people try to get to the game through the free version, the numbers are heavy that many people don't start the game because they think nobody plays it
Well,
anymore.
on PC, that's the problem
Yes,
with
yes,
PC,
yes, yeah,
is that
yes,
because free-to-play players actually don't have a whole lot of options to play on PC.
Yeah. Well, 'cause they can
There's
only do
literally
they can only
the
do public
only
games.
way for them to play with the rest of us on PC is to play like big head mode. That's the closest they can get to a regular game because of the restrictions on free-to-play.
Yeah.
And that's a big issue with like free-to-play not being able to help PC's player base.
Collector B
Yeah.
secured.
Well, it doesn't help. There's a bunch of other issues with it
Collector
too.
C
Because like
secured.
when they did do the first thing, there was a population spike. There was like right when they did the free to play thing, there was a spike in population. There was actually a pretty big one. The problem was that everyone was forced to be in the newbie queue for like
Yeah.
till CR 20 or something like that.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
ridiculously high
CR20, so
number.
at least 20 hours into the game without any boosts.
I wouldn't say
Well,
20,
at
but yeah,
least
it was,
at
like,
least
it was
10
way-
hours into the game. That's actual
Yeah, it was
play
like-
time, not sitting in queue, which was a
and
big
it's
thing.
like- Yeah, that was a lot of the stuff they've really like clumsied about. They've been really
And-
they've
and
had clumsy
part of-
implementations of a lot of stuff.
Part of that is because they have, at least at the time, in their contract with like Microsoft, they were required to have the queues across the board the same for the longest time. So
Yeah.
because it worked on the consoles who had a player base to support it, there was no reason for them to change it on consoles as
Yeah.
well as PC.
Yeah, there really was a pretty. There were a lot of errors made, and I think probably one of the biggest ones right now with PC is that it's all the people that play actively, it's all private now. No one does anything public. Like public is a wasteland, and which I mean, it's been a wasteland for a long time, but people think that public matchmaking is like it's not like saying the game is dead, because I've played other games where public stuff was dead, but private stuff kept going for a long fucking time. That's just how small population games operate.
That's the second time he has hooked me at the exact same time I threw my shield, consuming the cooldown. He is as bad as ice. Galt.
Galt bot is insanely good at interrupting with his pull. And I still hate how the pole yanks you and changes the direction you're facing.
Orientation. Yeah, that's part of the CC
Oh,
is
it's so
orientation CC. I know, I hate it too, because there's been times in the
it's
past
like-
where
it's
like,
like,
oh, I know
oh,
they're
I'm-
gonna hook me. Let me turn in this specific direction, and I'm like, wait, I forgot. It turns me around.
What gets you is it's like I'm running away, I'm hooked, I'm now facing Galt again and running towards him.
Let's see if he can hook me through the wall. On Galt.
I think the wall would stop you.
No, he did it. Oh, good. I stunned him. Good. We both got our skills off. I'm okay with that. As long as I still got my shield back.
This crown looks so stupid on most of the characters.
The Shard of Souls
Solus?
crown.
Wait.
Yep, Shard of Solus.
Yeah,
Yep.
the Founder's crown.
Bea's on.
Okay. I can never make that jump again.
Can't.
I've made it once.
Bea's on.
I like this crown though. Check this crown out. The one I got with Lolani.
But we can't see it because it's in your hair.
I know. I like that.
Isn't that the rounded
like-
crown?
This is the I can figure out what the exact name is. But I actually really like this crown because it's small. And it doesn't look like it will act like I like it with the Lonnie because it goes into her hair, so it looks like she's wearing a tiara. Princess Alani.
It would be great to for me to play against real people again, but on PC because I have no PS4 and Xbox. But I would get my ass kicked.
On PC, yeah. They're all pretty hardcore.
I think that was one of the problems with the people that were on PC had a really toxic community.
I
hardcore players.
don't know that that's as much of the problem as the fact that because of mouse and keyboard, the skill gap is actually larger. The skill ceiling is higher, and the skill gap is a lot larger between someone who's new and someone who's not. Because the floor is basically the same for both. Like, there's no way to compare them, but the skill ceiling is most definitely higher if you have a mouse.
Yeah. That's why I can't stand controllers, and I want keyboard mouse because controller feels just so.
I mean, that's the
Clumsy
nice thing
compared.
about Battleborn is all the melee characters don't benefit that much from all the extra accuracy because there's a lot of the melee characters, unless you're Phoebe. The nice thing about Phoebe is it's a lot easier to get crits with her because she has a small point of contact with the enemy. She stabs instead of swings, but all the swinging characters have a tendency to miss crits because they hit shoulders before they hit the head.
That's about getting the appropriate distance, the appropriate range away. 'Cause I can still get crits a lot. It just makes you the right range. Because there is that sweet spot where they're right in the edge. This is the Imperial crown.
Imperial.
While defending the collectors from enemy forces.
Imperial crown. So it looks like a tiara in my hair.
I can swim circles around
I'm
you.
sending you
How
all
does
to
it look on her
death
regular
in 3, 2,
tier 1?
1.
I think it looks the same.
It's still
actually.
it's still inside of her hair.
The first
believe it
team to
is.
reach 1,000 points
Because
achieves
they
victory.
shorten Alani's hair to give her the
Yeah.
Maya do. So
I just figured they may have moved the nub for the skin.
I will check. I will play a different Alani.
Collector A secured. Collector B secured.
Alright, what bot are we facing? Oh, Miko. Good.
Why am I the only one that goes to C?
Collector C
Because, well, usually I used to be the only one that went to A, but, you know.
Well, so even when I've done other PvP, other matches with other people,
I
it's like
mean, when we started yesterday, I was the only one going to C.
I've always gone to C.
No. Remember at the beginning, before you started joining me at C, I was the only one for like the first 2 matches who went to C.
C has always been kind of my standard go-to place for capture. That's weird. I might have been going to B just because I was killing stuff or whatever. But that was me being weird. Not me like actually doing what I normally do.
Did I hit him?
I can't even handle this Miko, you guys. This Miko's critting with the kunai. I was like, oh god, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not doing enough damage. my damage output is the same as Miko's. Feels bad, man.
It's because Gally was nerfed so hard. Makes me sad. You know what I kind of wish?
Lusigi
I actually-
might be around in Chrome.
I wish that the buildables had quick points too.
Here comes trouble, you know.
Stun
Here
that
comes
Miko.
trouble.
Just get the crits all day.
Into darkness.
I want to stab the egg.
Oh no.
It's okay. It was in defense mode. Oh, never mind. Miko did the stabbing.
You guys are all enjoying the fact that I'm leveling you up with
Traps deployed.
the Relsi.
I'm just enjoying killing the Miko. The shards are nice though. That little bit of extra healing is nice.
How am I not making the jump?
You were too
I did it
OP the
once.
first time, and the game was like, "No, you can't do that," and stops you from doing it now. I'm gonna watch. I'm ready.
Where you going?
True facts.
Not
true
good
facts.
enough. Not good enough. You gotta be right on that point. Oh wow, I went right over his head, didn't I?
You lost your mojo.
Double-barreled badass.
They'll figure it out.
Ready, Ukyu? 6 seconds. Oh, you were so close. Your feet were just on the side of that.
Who was it? Who won it in?
Lucigi's not gonna make it. But they were talking in the thing, so I was like, oh, they might want
Yeah.
in. Lucigi and Chrome. Oh, goodness. So we have to have at least 4 people. That sucks. But I'll take 3.
I mean, yeah, it's better than nothing. So
Yeah. It's loot packs.
You guys want? Aimee?
Hi, Chris. We do have 5 people. So we're only
But
trading
only
out if they have a loot booster.
I was like ignored for like 10 seconds.
what was that?
Like,
I like Pride
Here.
on Galilea. It's a good skin.
So she's one of the characters that I actually like the gold, the yellow and purple skin on.
Well, that's whatever on Atticus, Decorated
No,
Warrior.
I like she's one of the few characters that I like it on. I actually like it on her because I think the armor works well with it.
It's a little bit too much for me. I think it's okay. Like if I stare at it, I'm just like, oh, that's too much. That's why I like Destruction better, actually. I'm like, you know what? If we're gonna go gold, we're gonna go all gold.
We're gonna go gold. We're gonna go solid gold.
I'm gonna need to switch characters for gold.
just last 2 more hours.
Oh, damn.
Luckily.
I want that skin.
The Caldarius one.
Yeah.
My loot booster
Capture
lasts
and
like
hold
2
energy
hours more,
collectors
by
to
the way.
earn points
There we go.
representing
So this is
collector
Alani.
after
This is basically Alani with the Imperial crown on.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
still in her hair.
Yeah. I don't know why they put it like on her scalp.
Roaring river.
It's interesting.
I like it. It
Well,
looks good.
On this particular skin, you can actually see it coming out from the bottom of her hair, so it looks like she's wearing a wig.
achieves victory.
I think it's probably
She
because
put the crown on,
has-
then a wig on.
her hair is more animated than most of the other characters' hair.
Like, that's
Does
just, you were standing still and I could see it. Like, it's because of the part in her hair. I don't know why they put it on her scalp like that. That's bad placement.
Just sort of raise it up by like, you know, raise it up
Collector
a tiny
B
bit.
secured.
Let me take a picture of how much of it shows when she's just standing there. Alright, don't move. See if I can... you need to get to the higher ground. I'm lower than you there.
You need to do the higher ground, or I need to do the
That's
higher
fine.
ground?
Nope, you moved. You need to turn back again to wherever you were pacing. Okay, there you go. Boop, it's in matchmaking PC. Oh, my tab just crashed. Great. Is that yours? Oh, it is yours.
Someone's breathing into their mic.
Now they're dead because they're not breathing anymore. Good job, Kit.
Hey. I never said I was a nice person. I just said I care. As an American, I care more about my convenience than the lives of foreigners. That's my prerogative as an American.
Congratulations.
I may not age, but I can
It makes me a terrible person. The great American.
Oh, wow, butterscotch. I thought you were gonna get over there.
It's a joke. Like, it's an exaggerated stab at modern American morality.
Morality? What's that?
another target up ahead.
Something Trump lacks completely.
Firing blade barrage.
Oh no, I picked the wrong thing.
At least we're not fighting people. I feel bad for Caldarius. Caldarius, countered by slows and stuns.
Countered by any CC.
Except for blinds, I guess. Which is, like, he's only one of two characters that has it. Him and Narendi.
See, I actually think like Caldera, like if I was gonna, I think Skirmisher, like an actual like role for Skirmisher, like the highly mobile characters, like Pendles, like they should be characters that are the anti-CC characters. Like Caldarius should have an anti-CC passive or something like that. Similar
I'd
to
be
Pendles.
fine with that. Let's say his suit is resistant to it.
Yeah, or because he's in a robotic armored suit. Like he should be able to get out of, you know, like the same stuff that binds, you know, the same stuff that binds, you know, like, you know, animate people should not really affect him.
Well, I want to see how fast I swim.
So I have two questions actually.
Okay, ask.
What happened to the face-off mode in normal PvE and PvP on PC?
Face Off got shifted to private because there was
Why?
It's
Okay,
no,
so what-
face-off is still in public matches.
It is.
Yes, it's just you guys don't have a public queue to know that. It's one of the
Mm.
four modes in
No,
votes in public queue.
No, in PC they removed it from public completely.
I don't think so.
Yes, they did.
But I never found it. And
in versus public, there is no face
When was
off.
the last time you queued in versus public?
I'm looking at it right now.
Yesterday.
Like, face off is a separate thing.
Oh shoot, I just got overachieved.
Quick match, 5v5, mix of 5v5 versus maps and
But
modes.
that does not include any face off maps.
It should.
Like no, it
But
doesn't.
it doesn't.
They actually said outright, like that was one of the reasons why on PC, whenever you could not get the supercharge or face off titles in
It's on
PC.
PS4.
That's not the same.
I honestly don't know what you guys are talking about right now.
one mode is
I won't believe you
was
until I
removed
get
from
queued
public.
a public queue on PC.
Like,
And-
it was a big thing when they removed face off and supercharge from public.
Well, they
from
had to
PC
remove
public
Supercharge.
viewing.
It was a separate queue.
I know, but so was face off.
Face Off
So-
has been in the 5v5 queues since
Not on PC.
since it was removed from the.
Not on PC.
It was a time, and I
But
played it, and
it was for
it was
time,
great.
but
But
you
after a time,
It's still a
when
good
I got back
mode.
to Battleborn, it was removed. It's
It was
never-
removed. It was removed on the PC queue.
And because I never found it, and first I thought, hey, maybe I had bad luck, but over 20 hours, no face-off?
It was removed completely from PC public queues in patch notes because stuff, and it was put only in private. That was one of the reasons why when they did the supercharge and when they did that, it was you literally cannot get these titles on PC anymore because the only way to access these modes is through private.
Yes, what is Supercharge exactly? Because I never
Supercharge
really
is like-
could play it.
Supercharge is a 3v3 mode that's like halfway between Meltdown and halfway between
Capture and Meltdown.
yeah, it's like a capture Meltdown.
It's
fusion
mini
for three
Meltdown
players.
with a capture pad.
All right, so how are we gonna do this with because Chris, you have your loot booster, right?
It lasts 2 hours more, yeah.
Yeah. So
Pixel
So
or
should I
Butterscotch will
go
have to
because I
swap.
have none?
Butterscotch is
I-
not in the voice chat still.
we need someone to leave, either Butterscotch or Pix.
Okay, I
Butterscotch
can
isn't
go.
in chat. You have to type to him.
Okay. Sorry, Pix.
It's just okay. Oh, this is me? Yes, okay. Yeah, have a great time. Goodbye.
Adios.
Thanks, you too.
Yeah, Natsu. One of the reasons why they were willing to do that with, to add that to make private matches give rewards was because people were like, we can't get these titles at all anymore. They're literally capable of being gotten because you've removed them from public queuing.
Okay. Have a great evening. Goodbye.
Adios, Pix.
That's well.
So the only time I can find, so the most recent time face-off is in the patch notes is clearly when they allowed challenges in private. The next most recent time face-off was mentioned in the patch notes was June of last year, where they said that the novice quick match meltdown capture and face-off, because it was just separate from incursion, was unlocked at command rank 5.
Are you checking
This is
the
PC
the
hotfix information.
hot fixes? Because it was in one of the actual things they.
Yeah,
It was in one of the press release things.
Okay, well,
Or-
these
I-
are the
I can't-
patch notes from all.
I can't remember if it was a patch or a hotfix. I think it was a hotfix because a lot of those changes to the queues are hotfixes.
Sorry, I didn't select my character faster.
You're fine.
Gonna have to be AFK for a long while. Well, a little while after this one, I think. Because you gotta eat.
You can just
Okay.
move the mouse around a little bit, or actually move the WASD key so that you don't get kicked.
I'd be too far away.
Oh, eating with people.
Eating in another room.
Bye, Derek. Thank you for joining us.
I wonder if you met that terrible guy yet after the last time.
We had an. I'm actually trying to look at the stats from that. 11 hours and 40 minutes stream duration. On the whole, we averaged
Capture
3
and hold
viewers, but we
energy
had a maximum of
collectors to earn
12
points
viewers.
while defending the collectors from enemy forces.
And our peak
Us
hours.
talking
The
and being weird
match
nerdy.
begins in 3,
I have no idea what
2,
this looks like.
1.
What? Of what?
You're literally just chest bumping.
The first team to reach 1,000
Like
Yeah.
the most
achieves
essence, like the very essence of chest bumping. That's literally what he's doing.
I'm using my fist though.
I know,
Yeah,
on your
well,
screen. It's different. It's the same thing with El Dragon.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Like, if you walk backwards with El Dragon on your screen, like, he does, like, there's different characters that do different things. So, like, also, so Caldarius, in first person, if you walk, which you guys can't do on PC, but if you walk, with the thing, he will walk on screen. Like, he actually doesn't lift off from the ground. He's not gliding like he usually is. But on the first person screen, he's always gliding when he's moving.
That's just weird.
That's one. Let me think of some more. Because I know there's more. So Galileo, I don't know what her walk cycle looks like.
Isn't there one like if Lonnie's walking, like if Lonnie is moving at full speed, she walks, but she always seems to be gliding.
If she's sprinting, she glides. If she's not sprinting, which includes moving at full speed without sprinting, she's running or walking.
But except that on. I don't know. I have to.
You're playing her right now, right?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, okay, yeah, it is.
That's sprinting, yeah.
Yeah, this is sprinting, and then I'm actually, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just so used to sprinting, so.
So here's Galileo's walk cycle. I can pick Caldarius next time to show you guys his walk, because he walks with flipper feet. He's moving backwards. Oh my gosh, moving backwards? So first person moving backwards on Galileo, she still has a forward walk cycle. I'm moonwalking right now.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I want to see if you guys get the same thing. Oh, look at Kelvin just sitting there. It's been a while since I've seen Kelvin stunned. Alright, you ready for this? So I'm walking backwards. On my screen, I have a forward walk animation.
She actually is walking backwards.
Okay. Let me, you guys can see it on stream if you ever want to, like, watch it back. I'd clip it, but I can't clip on my stream. I don't have it active. Let me see. Left works properly, right works properly, where, like, she turns her hips. It looks really awkward looking down at it, because it looks like she's actually angled a different way, but... Another fun fact, Galilea doesn't move her feet at all when she's... Like, when I'm doing this, my feet aren't moving. My feet are moving on your screen, right?
No, they're not.
They're not?
Standing still.
Oh, interesting. Okay, another fun fact. When I do the spin on this, my leg halts. So, left foot, right foot stand still. Left foot, right foot stand still. Left foot, right foot stand still. That is weird. Galileo's got some glitchy animations in first person.
I have a feeling they weren't really a priority since people can't really see.
I mean, well, yeah, you're not normally looking at your feet while you're doing this stuff. There's no characters that are small enough that... Oh, Kelvin's so cute. Sit down, Kelvin.
Nah, big boy.
I wouldn't make that jump.
You want a Kelvin plushie, don't you?
I actually wanted a 3D printed Kelvin in clear plastic with a light inside of him.
A Kelvin lamp, Kelvin nightlight.
Yeah. Or a statue, like a light up Kelvin statue. That's what I wanted.
Oh shoot.
Yay, epic!
Yay, we're getting epic
Oh,
packs.
thank you.
I only got 2 boots. How much are
You're
you
getting
guys
epic
get?
packs again.
Bye, Butterscotch. Is Pixel one back in?
Yeah, check with them.
Let me just see something real quick.
Which pixel is it? Is it uppercase pixel or lowercase pixel?
Uppercase, I believe. In game, they were uppercase. We can scroll up in here to see.
How much do you guys get?
It's uppercase
uppercase.
Pixel.
Yeah. With Loot
2 or
Booster,
3
we get a core pack and an epic pack each run. Or is it a core pack or is it a faction pack?
What number of people?
4.
4. We get an epic and a core faction pack.
So a faction pack or a core pack?
A faction pack.
Okay.
I may have to eat.
And then with 5 people, we get a core pack, an epic, and a commander pack with a chance of the legendary.
Mm-hmm.
This is so like it feels overcomplicated.
Yeah, it does.
But you guys, we only got 3 loot packs. Not much more than that.
I've actually well.
We get 2 loot packs with 4 or less people. With 5, we get 3 loot packs per game.
Yeah. That's why 5 is so important.
But isn't the chance of cruising into a legendary loot just playing story missions? Isn't that better?
Those are specific legendaries.
The-
There are legendaries that are only available in packs.
Yeah. Well,
So if you're collecting,
the legendaries that drop in story mode are are specific to the bosses in question.
look, you died. Oh,
I'll be
Yeah, I
back
think-
in like 15 minutes.
go enjoy your food with your peoples.
I'm actually thinking about going and doing food too, so
I
I
had
might
some
be done
milk.
for the day.
And yes, they infected you with that.
Well, it's the mimetic thing of like, someone else is eating. Am I hungry? Yeah, I am kind of hungry. So I might.
I mean,
I
we
might
might
be
as
done.
well all eat at the same time, just for efficiency's sake, you know.
Well, I mean, there's only 2 hours left. I'm actually fine just calling it here.
Yeah, we got so many loot packs yesterday.
We
I
got
can't
a lot
complain.
yesterday,
That is the
so-
most. That is the most I've ever done on a loot boost, and it was the most enjoyable time I've ever had on a loot boost too. I was definitely.
I definitely wouldn't mind doing it again.
Well,
But, oh, wait, the loot-
Battleborn
but,
Day,
like,
May
loot-
4th through 6th. We'll do it on the 5th.
Yeah. Loot boosters cost like 300 and something.
It's not that much. Yeah, I already have 410 platinum on here. And the XP boosters are cheap. They're like 128.
XP 60.
60?
XP
Oh yeah, they're even
X-
cheaper.
XP boosters cost 60 platinum. Loot boosters cost 315.
Okay, it's Dunk Squad versus the EGOs. Okay. I want to see this. Crow is streaming it. I am going to copy and paste this into the streams.
So
Because I want to see this. So
I will see you guys later.
bye.
I'm probably gonna be back on to do a. Well, I'm probably gonna